looking at your numbers monthly, I can't emphasize how important this is, and we'll talk about a little bit more why. That we understand what a profit and loss is, right? Income over the expenses. We need to understand what that looks like. Monthly understanding what the profit is, understanding what's going to be our tax based on the profit we had this month. And then lastly, right, things happen in our business. If we don't have an emergency fund, we're going to be in trouble fast. Unexpected things happen. My client earlier this week, a $9,000 tax bill that was not fun. I've got a simple profit and loss over there with broad categories of things that probably are expenses for most of your businesses. Mostly what I'd encourage you to do is get an Excel sheet that looks very similar to this each month. Understand what your income, unless you're using like a QuickBooks or a Wave or something else. Understand what your income is, understand what your expenses are, and then I'd have two separate savings bank accounts, one for taxes and one for emergencies. At the end of each month, I would look at your gross profit here, 3,000. I'd transfer 600 over to your tax fund. I'd transfer another 150 over to your emergency fund to have on hand in case of emergency. Again, going back to client number one that I had earlier this month, he'd done that each month. $80,000 put aside, ended up with a tax bill of only 60. He felt like he got that raise, right? $20,000 raise. He moved out of his tax fund, taking an extra vacation this year, which is what we all want to do.